Hi and karibuni sana to Karey's Kitchen. If you are new here, karibu sana sana sana. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to comment on this video, and also don't forget to share the video. That is what we do here. And if you're not new, you're coming back, karibu tena. Thank you for coming back. And also remember to subscribe, because I realize there are people who are watching my videos and they have not subscribed. So kindly do me those honors and I will really appreciate. So today, I don't want to talk a lot, because if you knew what time of the night it is that I'm doing this, we're going to be making wet fry liver and mashed potatoes. So with no further ado, let's see what you need to make this amazing meal. Let's do this. We will start with the potatoes. So of course you'll need potatoes. Don't cut them unless they are too big, ndio utakatanisha into half. But if they are medium sized, no need to cut. Then you also need milk. Then I also use margarine, my Blue Band, Prestige, whichever you use, but margarine. So tutaanza na kuchemsha our potatoes as we prepare the rest of the meal. As the potatoes boil, onto the liver recipe. And there's a step I was supposed to show you guys that you do to your liver before ikatakatwe. There's a membrane that is usually on top of the liver, inafaa kutolewa. I was supposed to show you that step, but unfortunately ikakatakatwa before hata nimwambie. I didn't realize, so I'm going to be showing you maybe in another liver recipe. We're also going to be using onions, both garlic ni onion, garlic and red onions. We are also going to be using green capsicums. Niliambiwa napenda jina capsicums, but what else am I supposed to call them? They are capsicums. Then we are going to be using tomatoes and tomato paste. Then onto the spices, and milk to soak the liver. Then onto the spices, I have selected just a few. So I have chili. Then I have ginger powder. Then black pepper. Oh, I love black pepper. Naweza ipika hata na chai if it was possible. Then we have paprika. Then pia ndatumia roiko kidogo and salt. I will also be using soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and vegetable cooking oil. That is for the liver. And we are also going to need flour, wheat flour. Step number 1, we will soak the liver in milk for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Set it aside after umeka maziwa. So after the 30 minutes or 1 hour is over, drain your milk, drain the milk that you had soaked the liver with. After draining out the milk, we're going to come and, my liver nilichanganyishiwa na roho. That's why you see the white things. Ti roho. Inaitwa roho. It sounds heart. Ni roho, yeah. So nilichanganyishiwa. That's why you're seeing the white things. So we're going to come and dust the liver with flour. Oh, sorry guys, boil your potatoes with some salt. Nilisahau. Oh. So sorry, boil your potatoes with some salt. They are all actually zinaiva haraka. Ndio chumvi iingie ndani, unasikia mpaka ndani ya potatoes iko na taste. So boil them with some salt. Okay? We have dusted the liver with wheat flour. So heat some oil in a pan. Take your liver shake the excess off, and then place it on the heated pan with oil. So this liver will end up being crunchy. That is the essence of the wheat flour. It makes your liver become so crunchy and so sweet, tasty at the same time. I think by now our potatoes are good, so let's turn off the heat for the potatoes. So you don't need to cook a lot or completely, so just about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, or let's say 3 to 4 minutes is enough for the liver to pan fry, because we are going to be frying it again now with the onions and all that. So at this point it was sour, so we go to the next step. So this is how your liver should look after the pan frying. Ni vile tunajua ijaiva kabisa, nasikia kuikula. I know. We are going to set it aside for now because we still have the potatoes to work on. So potatoes zangu I think zime over boil while we were looking after the liver, but no problem because we are going to be mashing them. See, it is zinakuliwa whole, so it's still okay for them to overcook, but normally cook until tender. So what we do, we had added salt, so we are going to add the milk kidogo tu. We're just making this for it to be creamy, and then we will be adding the margarine. So add the margarine. Margarine yangu ni kidogo. Leo sijui ninaenda kupika napata vitu zimeisha. So normally you're supposed to use, kwa hii potatoes you're supposed to use like full tablespoon, but ni sawa tu, you use what is there. So the next step, tutamash. You can use the other ile kitu ingine ya kumash, but mimi mamangu alinionyesha mukimo ni muiko. So I'm going to be using a muiko. Oops. Because pia naonanga it is smoothens. Mtaona this is how you cannot smoothen with hiyo ile kitu ingine ya kumash, but for a muiko it smoothens really well. So make sure you break all of them. So depending on how thick you want it, you may decide to add more milk. Kama you want it thinner, but I believe iko sawa. So maziwa yako unapimanga. Mimi napimanga na macho, and I think macho haiwezi kudanganya. So this is the smoothening I was talking about, guys. You bring it to the to the edge of the sufuria and slide it around it like that. You see, inafanya ikue smooth. Oh, I knew Mama knew I would use this skill somewhere. Thank you for teaching me well. So you pull like this to the edge of the sufuria, just give you, and you see how smooth it is. Actually naka, it looks creamy and very smooth, really smooth. We are done with the mashed potatoes. Go back to the liver, heat some oil kidogo ya kitunguu peke yake. Then come in with your onions and add them to the oil. Onions kwanza. Don't add the garlic yet. So only soften the onions, don't brown them. Then at this point, add the garlic. Add your spices, because I love to cook my spices properly. Oh, and the smell. Add the tomatoes and the tomato paste pamoja. Followed by the soy sauce. That's kidogo, around half a tablespoon. Here. Reduce the heat. I wanted the tomatoes to cook really kabisa. I told you I don't like seeing tomatoes in my food when I'm eating. Press them so that they can cook faster. You can add like 2 spoons of water. Your tomatoes ziive vijikombili, because hatutaki supu kwa maini. You're making wet fry, not stewed liver. Maji inasaidia inakuwa the wetness we want, na pia inasaidia tomatoes kuiva. Then after this, we are going to be adding our liver. Oh. Place it on top like that. Hivyo. Give it about half a minute, then you can turn. Remember, minimum heat. So now you can turn. Mix it all together. Wow. So give it some time. Remember, liver yetu haiko imeiva kabisa. You will need to add another 2 or 3 spoons of water. Acha niseme kama quarter a glass water, just to make your liver wet kidogo, not to make soup. So ndio liver yako ive, you need a little wetness, a little liquid to help your liver to cook. So leave it to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. But after every minute, turn. After a minute, turn, so that it's well cooked all round and all in. When you're sure your liver is well cooked, you can take one piece, cut it open, and utaona kama imeiva vizuri ndani. So come with your capsicums and throw them in. So come with the capsicums and sprinkle them on. That is why I prefer cutting them in this shape. Naona? So kwanza ziekele hapo juu, so that they can soak in the steam for a minute before you turn. So after the minute, you can now turn. You can now mix them all in. Oh. Na upatie capsicum zako around 2 minutes ziive kiasi tu, and we are done. We are done. Food is ready. Food is ready.
Kathy's back with the African flavor. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Food is ready. Food is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this video. Kindly don't forget to try out this recipe and let me know how it turns out. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Personally, I can't wait to go and sit down and not taste but eat and enjoy this meal. I don't care what time of the night it is, lazima nikule. So until next time, huku watu wamelala, imagine mimi tu niko hapa napika sijui saa ngapi usiku. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. So until next time, this has been Karey's Kitchen. God bless you. Goodbye.